Well, if you're with me today, today's Friday. Every Friday, let's start off the program. We are going 1,000 reps every single day, Monday through Friday. This is the end of week 3. We're going to go for 3 months, 12 weeks. Just think about that. 5,000 reps per week, times 3 months, you're looking at about 60,000 reps. Okay? That's in our process right here, the 3-month plan. 7 o'clock every morning. So what do? We hit 6 different body part areas for 50 reps at a time, 150 reps in there, and then we have 100 at the end. So week 1, Monday through Thursday, we hit every body part. Friday, we hit one body part with a full 1,000 and just completely reset it, burn it out, and then take Saturday, Sunday off. And get ready to start Monday with everything. So week 1, we did arms at the end on Friday. Last week, we did chest. Today, we're pumping out the shoulders. So here's the thing. Whenever we do the workouts, it's low weight, high reps. I usually use a 15 pounds throughout it, 30 pounds with my chest. Today, if you are working a lot with me, even if it's a recorded version, whatever you usually use, I want you to also have one size smaller as well, just in case, so there's no reason why you have to give up. Because if you're typically just use 10, 15 pounds, whatever it is, when you get to about rep 600 or 700, when you're using one body part, it's going to start to really burn and really hurt. And I don't want to see you quit. So I would rather see you go from a 10 pound down to an 8 or even a 5 pound to finish it out the whole way. Because most of you have probably never hit a body part that hard for that long. Okay, so I mean, you're going to feel it, but I don't want anybody to get hurt. I want you to make sure that you're going through the motions. You're not jerking all around because it's getting too heavy. Okay, so I'm going to start off with 15s like I usually do, and then depending on how I feel, depends on the day. Don't be worried, don't be ashamed, don't be embarrassed if you have to move down. The only reason that you should ever be ashamed or embarrassed is if you quit. In anything in life, in anything. We all have ups and down days. So if today's one of those days, if you need to start off with the lighter one, if you want to start off with 5 pounds and then maybe increase on some, go ahead and do it, man. You gotta stick with it. Let's do it. Awesome, you're with me. Okay, so shoulders this week. So we're gonna be going with the overhead press first. Let's get it. Here we go. Glad to see you're with me today. Done with the first 50, and just remember, I like to talk in between a little bit just to give us time to break. So if you can't do them as quick as I can, or you're done before, just take the time to break in between, just between 30 seconds and 1 minute. I like to do 30 seconds, but I don't want to start up without you being in line with this. So if you are watching from the future and you need to pause it at all, go ahead and pause it. But I'm telling you, if you've been working with me the last 3 weeks, I know as long as you haven't been overeating and stuff, you should be feeling a massive difference right now in your body. High reps, low weight, 1,000 reps a day, 5,000 a week. So after we're done with today, that's going to be 15,000 reps so far in these 3 weeks. You can't not feel a difference over that time period. Think about what you want in your life. Remember the 3 areas. I want you to really think about this today in the session. Your fitness, your career, and your relationships. Those are the 3 main areas. And you got your spiritual side when I talk about your soul inside, what your soul wants. We block that out so much. I know I talk about that a lot, but I think it is key in our life to realize that. Next one, upright rows. They say if it starts to hurt, drop the weights. Don't drop doing it. This is going to be a rough one today, but if you can get through this, I don't know, to me, I take massive pride in being able to take on something. It's like I said, if you want to be successful in life, everybody wants to take the easy path. So if you see the easy path there, avoid it. Go over here to the hard path, because there's not going to be as many people on it. And whenever you succeed, that's where all the reward is. The easy path is nothing. Imagine if there were 100 people on the easy path and the reward was $100. Well, by the time you got there, if everybody wins, you got $1. If you're on the hard trail, you might win it all. So in life, that's why I'm against the way this trophy generation with kids and stuff like that. You got to teach people how to lose. You have to learn how to lose. If you don't learn how to lose, then you can never really know what it feels like to win, because you don't know the opposite. Flies are up next, so be ready. Get a drink if you need to. Teaching your kids to learn to lose is incredibly important, and it's better to learn to lose when you're 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old than when you're 30, 40, or 50. Trust me, you got to learn these things. And I think the more you lose, if you take it into perspective, the better your life's going to be, because you're going to know the difference. You're going to know what to stay away from, what I don't like, and what I do like. But whenever you don't give consequences out for losing, the people they just stay in that rut because they don't know any difference. It's just a different time. Let's get this done. So basically, if you're struggling with this now, that's awesome. Just don't quit. You can struggle now, but in about 3 or 4 weeks, whenever you have overcome it and you're doing more weight, but you wouldn't know the difference. If you could just pick up a 20-pounder and do this from the beginning, it wouldn't mean as much, because you didn't have to go through the struggle and the hard work and the failure to build that discipline. If you're with me, like I said, what we're doing today, this is week 3, 1,000 reps per workout, takes about 45 minutes. During Monday through Thursday, we hit every body part. Fridays, we narrow it out and hit one body part. Week 1, at the end, we did arms. Week 2, we did chest. This week, we're doing shoulders. So 1,000 reps. Remember, I start with 15 pounds. I usually do all my workouts with that. But I have a 10-pounder sitting here as well, a set of 10s. Do the same thing. Don't be worried. If you want to start low and then maybe you increase up or back and forth throughout it, just make sure you get the reps done. Whatever it is, get the reps done. Just Never quit, never give up, never stop. We usually take about a 30-second break. We're going for 12 weeks. So imagine if you stick with me for 12 weeks, you're going to have 60,000 reps. 60,000. I mean, how could you not have a transformed body, transformed mind, okay, if you go that 60,000 as opposed to something else? So take yourself here, 0 reps, 60,000. Is there going to be a difference? Damn right. You can't not have a difference in your life if you put the hard work in. But guess what? 90% of the people aren't willing to do it. If you're here watching this and you're actually doing this, you are one of the top 10%. And if you're just watching and not doing, then you're just like the other 90%. You can't scroll through and watch life pass you by. You have to experience. And I know this for a fact because this summer my son moved to Alaska. We went to Alaska, my wife and I. We took a week. You could watch Alaska on TV every day of the week, watch pictures, documentaries, everything, until you're there and you actually see it and experience it. It's not the same. Okay? So it's the same thing here. You got to get engaged. You got to do it. If you don't know what being fit feels like, then you don't know what to go after. You got to push it. What we got next here? Together. Ten more. See, if you don't know what fit feels like, all I can say is you have to be there. You can listen to what I say about it. You can read books. You can listen to people on TV. But unless you have experienced it, life is all about experience. Everything. You know, what do you want? What's your soul want out of life? Experience. That's why we're here, for experience. Are you just going to keep yourself pushed down, sit in a chair, watch TV, Doritos every day? Or are you going to go and experience life? And trust me, when you go and experience life from a fit standpoint, it's one of those things, like you said, about going to Alaska and seeing it there. I can't explain it to you. Same thing as you can't explain, somebody who's fit can't explain the feeling that it feels to somebody that's not, because it's inside, it's in here. It changes your soul and your mind and your body and your pride and your confidence, the confidence that you feel. If you're one of those people that don't feel very confident, work on your body. You will attract, the confidence will be amazing. I'm going to go down to the 10s for this one. We're going to do front raises. If there's one that you can't do that hurts your shoulders or something too much, substitute another one in. Doesn't matter, as long as it's for the shoulders and as long as you're doing the full 50 reps. Even if you need to take a break. If you get to, say, 20, you need to take a break for a second, take a break, get right back onto it. You can do it. Doing things and not doing things comes down to a choice, and you are 100% in control of your choices. Man, I'm glad I switched down to the lower weight on this one. This one will burn you out. So if you have to drop it, get a lower weight, go ahead and do that. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, Yeah. Man, I love it. You gotta feel it. You gotta feel it. One more. We're doing shrugs, which isn't a hard one. I'm using my 15s. We're gonna pound 50 out of those in a row. If you're with me, you know how much I appreciate being here. Love to see people be successful. And if you don't like what I'm doing, flip right by it. I don't care. Something is, even what I'm telling you, what I'm doing, may not be right for you. It might not be. But we're all different. But there are people, I'm a testament. This works. I'm 53 years old, and I can tell you, this works for me because I can't lift heavy weights because of my arthritis in my shoulders and a million other excuses for it. But and this is honestly, I could get in and out of a heavy workout in 20 minutes to 30 minutes easily in the past. This one takes 45 minutes or more, and I do it 5 days a week. So it's not that I'm trying to escape the work. This is way more work, but it's what I have to do. And if you want results, you got to do what you got to do. Let's pick those up. Get your heavier ones that you have. We're going to shrug these babies out. If you're doing this right and holding it for a split second at the top, even with 15s, you're going to feel it. Ten more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay, that's it for round one. I'm not an expert on creatine, but I don't care what drug you're taking. Even if you're taking the largest dosages of steroids, whatever you're taking, people think, oh, you're. Not me personally, but those people that are fit, big, oh, they take steroids. That's bullshit. Even if they did, none of that stuff works unless you put the work in. You got to do the work. It'll maybe help you repair and get bigger, and same thing with creatine might help. But if you don't do the work, it's all for naught. You're just wasting your time. So if you see somebody who is big and they are using steroids, I don't take creatine because it messes up my stomach. But if you're taking these drugs, it's only because it has enhanced their hard work. It wasn't because they just took a pill. It's not like, the only magical thing right now that people are seeing is this Ozempic. Like people are drastically losing weight. What I worry about with these people is not necessarily the weight drop, but the muscle loss as well. And what are you going to do once you lose all the weight and you get to that part? You're going to stay on this drug for the rest of your life? You should be changing your lifestyle as you're going through this. If you change your lifestyle as you're going through it, then you're going to be able to, move on with your life, build muscle, and feel good about yourself. Because you're basically just in the honeymoon phase of that drug. It makes you feel good and confident, great, but you got to be able to maintain it afterwards. Putting a little muscle on that frame will definitely help too. Round two. First one, round 2. That's 350 reps so far. Quick bathroom break. Sorry about that. As far as water goes and drinking, I tell you what I do. I'm not telling you what you have to do. I drink a gallon of water every day. I use half a gallon jugs at a time. Instead of the big full one. I don't try to count cups or anything like that. Drink that half a gallon in the morning, and then the other half in the afternoon. I like to have that done by 4 o'clock. That way you're not up using the bathroom all night. And you will be going throughout the day, but I like to flush it out. I usually start about 4:30 in the morning, because I like to get up at 4 o'clock, drinking my water. But it works for me. And as far as food, I've talked about this before. One food, I'm not saying you have to go on a radical diet. One food that you stay away from. This is my opinion, because I can gain muscle easily, but I can also gain fat easy as hell as well. And that is bread. I'll talk a little more about that in a second. God. As far as diet is, say, if you're in your 50s, like me, say you're a dad, you have a family, and 2 kids, 3 kids, whatever, you can't expect your family to adapt to your crazy gym routine and work schedule, or workout and eating schedule. You know, chicken, this, that, all those things. Morning time, lunchtime, 100% in your hands. When it comes to dinner, basically eat whatever you're being served at dinner time with the family, because you should always be sitting down and eating with the family. It'll make a huge difference later on in life. That's a whole different story. But the one food I stay away from, no matter what, is bread. I do not eat any type of bread. I don't eat gluten, because as you get older, you'll start to get, sometimes you get these allergies and things. If you're having bad stomach problems, bad intestinal problems, try eliminating all type of gluten stuff from your diet. Not as a fad, it sucks because it cuts beer out and all that. There are gluten-free beers out there and stuff if you like to do that every once in a while. But if you cut bread out, I think you're going to see an amazing weight drop, because it turns right to fat. If I ate a hoagie before, I could feel it on my sides of my stomach. It seems weird. 30 minutes, an hour later, I'm like, oh my God, I can feel it. So stay away from that. In the morning time for breakfast, I eat 5 eggs. Every morning, every single morning. We live in Pennsylvania. I get the farm ones. I don't know if you've ever seen them. You get them in a carton from the farmer. They don't even wash them off. Still has the crap on it. They're green. They're brown. They're white. They're kind of yellow. They're light brown, dark brown with spots. Love it, man. You crack 5 of those open in a pan, fry them. That, and with your water, you are set to go for the day. We got flies next. Here we go. About halfway through round 2. Let's get her done. As far as supplements, I take 0. I think most of those are a gimmick. If you eat enough meat, protein, you're gonna be good. You don't need to. I don't believe you need any extra. You gotta do what does you. 4, 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You can say eggs. I think eggs are one of the superfoods. I eat more eggs. I eat almost a dozen eggs a day because 5 o'clock in the morning, I'll eat my 5 then. Then after I'm done with my workout, about 9 o'clock or so, I'm gonna go up. I eat fried ones in the morning, and then I'll scramble about 6 eggs. And if I have any steak or meat or something, I might put that in with it. Maybe use some salsa on top. That's my breakfast. Then at lunchtime, I make sure that I eat meat, some type of meat. Not for everybody. If you don't want to do it, I'm just telling you what I do. You know, one of my cheap things for meat wise is bacon. I could eat bacon every single day, but I don't because I know that's bad for you. But occasionally on the weekends, I might have bacon in the morning, 5 or 6 strips of bacon. Just love it, man. It's kind of like my reward for working out all week. I do that on the weekends, but I eat my eggs every single morning. Another one is yogurt. It's the one that has like 18 grams of protein per. I think it's Zoinks, Zoinks or whatever. But anyways, that with some blueberries on it or something. That's another one in the morning time or my mid-morning. I always get super hungry in the morning time up to about noon. Then after that, it kind of tapers off. I don't eat that much later in the day. But you got to do what works best for you. Let's get her done. I don't believe there's one path that we all have to follow. You're going to find some critics that will say, this guy is a nut, this workout will never work. It might not work for them. The nice thing is we have free speech, we can say whatever we want. I said, there's no one path. What I do might not work for you, but I tell you what, it works for me. At 53, this is the only workout I do. No other workout. I make sure I get my 20,000 steps in a day, 15 to 20 depending on the day. And I'm not counting steps that are around the house. I do it on my phone, so I don't carry my phone around when I do my walk, or if I do it with the treadmill. Wintertime, it's treadmill. As soon as my workout's done, I'm on the treadmill for 3 miles every single morning in the winter, which is coming. You're up north. I'm in Western PA in a little town called Slippery Rock. Slippery Rock, PA. The Rock. Just a little bit. My kids went to Grove City College, number 3 Christian school in the country, just up the road from me. Greatest education you probably ever get. You don't have these crazy lunatics on the campus up there. Professors aren't preaching hate and destruction and all this liberal crap, indoctrinating the students. It is sick. It's sick. So we're going with the front raises next. I'm dropping down to the 10s because his shoulder's clicking a little bit today. Plus this one, just the leverage on this one. You can go lighter weight on this. Here we go. I have a little bit of a bend in my arms. Just don't be jerking around, hurt your back. This one hurts even with the 10s. Come on. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. By the time you're done with those 50, you should be just about spent on all 15. If you're not, you need to jack the weight up a little bit. But even going down to 10s on that, then you must feel like, God. Like I said, if you want to search out success in life, and you're trying to teach your kids about it, go for the most painful things. Success lives in the pain somewhere. It's not in the pleasure. Instant pleasure everywhere, people are after it. If it's drugs or video games or drinking or pornography, all these things, these instantaneous pleasures, even scrolling through, they can make you happy in the moment. But then as soon as it's done, it's like coming off a drug. The only thing that's going to truly make you happy is winning and being successful. If you work on your body, you can be happy throughout the entire day. And you might not think about it, but if you work out with me all winter long doing this, then come springtime, you're transformed. You go to the beach somewhere, you take your shirt off, people are like, damn, what happened? Because when you look around, look at the average people, look at the normal people, go to the beach, go somewhere where people have their shirts off. The real nasty ones won't even take their shirt off, but the other ones, you're just like, you don't fit in anymore. You don't. You're 1 in 10 walking down the beach because people just don't take care of themselves. I don't get it. We are given one body, one shot at life. Why not take care of it? You know, if there's a reason why you shouldn't take care of yourself, you'd have to let me know. But it's not our job to figure out why people don't want to win. Winning is easy, but it takes a lot of hard work. And whenever you do get in shape, people are like, you're lucky. You have good genetics. No, I don't have good genetics. I just bust my ass. Anybody can do this. There's nobody out there that can't improve themselves through hard work. I mean, we do have different genetics. Some might be easy gainers, some might be hard gainers, but this week, even 15 pounds, 10 more, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and to round 2. And I'll tell you, once you start doing this and you get addicted to it, you're going Monday through Friday, and I say take Saturday and Sunday off. Once you really get into this and you start to really feel a difference, taking Saturday and Sunday off will actually make you feel guilty. You'll feel like, I got to be doing something. I got to be working out. But trust me, just resist doing a workout on a Saturday and Sunday. Your body, I believe, your body needs a little bit of time to recover. And if you don't feel like you need that recovery time, then you need to increase the weight load up a little bit. But you will start to feel an amazing, amazing difference. But you're also going to start getting that, your muscles are going to get more conditioned. And like I say, most people can't do 50 reps. 10 or 15 is the max. But once you start doing this enough and you get to that 50 range, your conditioning is going to go sky high. And then if you're just playing around, you're like, you know what, I want to see what I can do with 60. I did that with push-ups. So go down and see how many push-ups you can do. Once I started this workout, I stopped doing those because I was wearing myself out. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to do 50 was my goal. 50 push-ups in a row. Well, you know, I struggled to get to that. Then I kept increasing it, and then there was no problem. I could pound out 100 good push-ups in a row. And it wasn't because I started one day and could do it. I gradually went from 50, and I tried to go 55 and 60, 10 sets of those, and up to 70 and 80, and then when I went from 80, I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to go right to 100. So I was doing 1,000 push-ups every single morning as I was doing my journaling. So I write about 4 or 5 lines, do 100, 4 or 5 lines. So I had it in a nice order. But I gave up the push-up stuff just because it was wearing me out for this. I believe you can do too much, especially as you get older. You've got to have a little bit of a break with your body recovery because you're going to just end up getting hurt. So on to round 3, our last round plus 100 at the end. Said if you got to drop down the weight for this round. No, nothing to worry about. The only thing you got to worry about is not getting it done. And if you the first couple here feel a little cringe in your until it gets adjusted. If you're staying with me, I'm super proud of you.
Y'all know me, still the same OG, but I've been low key, hated all these cats with no cheese, no deals and no G's, no deals and no keys, no boats, no snowmobiles and no skis. Mad at me 'cause I can't really afford to provide my family with groceries. Got a crib studio and it's all full of tracks. The act of the wall full of plaques, hanging up in the office and back in my house like trophies. Did y'all think I'ma let my dough freeze? Oh please, you better bow down on both knees.
Well, I'm about to failure on that one. Woo! Yeah, we're talking about creatine. If you are having stomach problems and you can get the isolate kind, I've tried that. Man, it's so damn expensive. So I've tried things, then I've tried it both ways. Just supplementing more meat diet. I would rather get my protein from my diet than from extra sources because I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm not trying to put on a bunch of mass. If you're trying to do that, then maybe you want to do the creatine and you want to do the extra protein and that type of stuff because you're going to need maybe several thousand more calories per day. But just as a person who's just trying to stay fit and not gain a bunch of muscle, I'm just good with my diet. Trying to get about 80, 90 grams of protein a day. I don't track things. I don't weigh things. I just eyeball it out. And after a while, you kind of know, what's at, where you're at, and just go by how your body feels too. If you, just like if you're thirsty, if you're hungry, eat when you feel hungry like that. But I also learned to eat in small amounts because once again, if you're having stomach problems, chunk things down throughout the day. If you make something at say 9 o'clock and that is the right calorie count and the protein, well, eat part of it at 9, then maybe you come back, eat some at 10, 10:30, 11, 12. Spread it out a little bit for your body. It's easier to digest and it's not going to mess your stomach up as much. That's what works for me. Whatever you want to do, you do. Upright. Here we go. Like I said, if you need to go drop down the weight, just get her done. This is going to be an awesome one here. 2, 3, 4. I had a dad on here. Hopefully he's on here now. Got his son working out. That is a good parent. Get your kids going in the right direction. It's your job to raise kids. I could talk about schools for hours. How so many parents send their kids to school expecting the school to raise their kid. It's not the school's job.
Yeah. I'm just on a journey. We gonna travel down this mountain. I've been thinking what it's gonna be like when the sun gone. We too comfortable in a place that we call home. Just take a risk and go after like what we got going. I know the time.
10 more. 10. For on the topic about that, so if you're my age and you're listening to this, you probably have kids too. And more than likely, you have kids that are doing well in school because you're disciplined, because you're doing things. But over half of the kids' parents, my wife's a kindergarten teacher, half of the people that are sending kids to school these days, first of all, kids don't know the difference between the letter A and the number 1, which is completely embarrassing. Don't know the ABCs, don't know anything because they're too busy on their phones from birth, giving it to the kids. they're not raising their kids. Then they send them to school. It's like, teach this kid some manners, teach them this. Like, that's not the school's job. The school's job is to teach them reading, writing, math, those types of things. Not how to sit down and shut the hell up. Not how to not hit kids and be a goofball. That's a parent's job. That's called parenting. It's unfortunate that some of the ones that are the worst at it have the most kids, and another one of those things I don't get, I don't understand. But it is what it is, and you know what you got to worry about? You got to worry about you, worry about your kids. If you can get them in a private school, get them in a private school. My kids went to the private school for the first 6 years, and it worked wonders, absolute wonders. They were so prepared at the top of their class. They've all gone on. My oldest one's a lawyer now. My other one's in medical school. My daughter's we're looking at vet schools. So it makes me feel good as a parent. I think that's our job as a parent. If you're a parent, your job is to make sure that your kids have a better opportunity and do better than you did, so they can keep passing that on. But some people have some parents, like I did, that don't want to see their kids succeed because it makes them feel bad. So if you're in that situation right now, boom, to those people, if you have parents like that, your job is to make sure your kids do better than you. Even if you have to suffer, you have to give things up for them. That's your job as a parent. That's what you're here on this earth for. Let's do some flies while we're talking about this. Here we go. This is round 3, so we're almost done. Well, I hope you're with me on this, man, because I tell you what, I take no supplements, I take no TRT, I take nothing other than just a normal food. That's it. I believe my testosterone is probably a little more elevated for somebody my age, just because I work out 5 days a week. My body's like, we got nothing other to do than to give this guy a little bit more because he's killing us. So that's what I believe. I don't know if that's true, if it's tested, whatever, but if you're sedentary, I think your testosterone level is going to go down. But if you're out there actually pushing it, working your legs, working your abs, working all of your muscles, I think your testosterone is going to be naturally a little bit higher. But that's not saying if you do have a problem, I would have nothing negative to say about that. I mean, I don't think you should be out there taking, I mean, if you want to take steroids, take steroids. I'm more of a libertarian when it comes to that kind of stuff. If you want to do something and hurt yourself or help yourself or do whatever, you should have the right to be able to do that, as long as it doesn't impact other people around you. If you want to drink yourself into the grave, go for it. If you want to take drugs, kill yourself, go for it. Just don't get behind the wheel and put anybody else at risk. If you want to do something in your own home, you should have every right to do it. But don't impact other people. Same thing, when we were kids, you could smoke in restaurants, do that stuff. Terrible. If my kids now, if they went out and even tell them you still smoke in restaurants, they'd be like, what are you talking about? That's one of the dumbest things. How does the smoke stop in one spot with a smoke? Great point. So, when you're smoking and you're around, if you want to smoke, I have no problem with people that smoke. That's fine. Smoke cigars, smoke cigarettes, whatever you want to do. I don't do that stuff. But just don't do it around me, and don't do it in enclosed spaces, and don't do it to your kids in the car. Let them have to deal with it. You know? Our job is to give our kids the very best opportunities, not to start them off with freaking lung cancer. 1, 2. These are just all my opinions. Ten more. Almost there. Almost there. Oh, I skipped one overhead. That one's next in shrugs, and then we're on to our last 100. This is the point in time where I talk a lot about the mind, the body, and the soul, or spirit, whatever you want to call it. I call it the soul. What's talking? What's the loudest voice right now? What's the loudest voice you can hear? Your body's saying, quit, quit. This hurts. This sucks. Your mind's making up a million excuses. Oh, you got other work to do. This is taking too long. This won't work. Da, 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 da. Or is it your soul saying, I'm proud of you. This is what I want you to accomplish today. Keep going. Go, go, go. Don't listen to your mind. Don't listen to your body. Listen to me, because I am the driving force in your life. I'm the one you need to be listening to. It's that deep voice inside of us, our soul. That's where all of our passion comes from. That's where all of our drive, all of our everything we want in life. The love. Love's not in your head or in your body. Love is right in your soul. You know? I believe in that soul too. Do you ever look in somebody's eyes, you think you can see their soul? It has nothing to do with their physical. You can look in somebody's eyes and see who they are just by looking in their eyes. I've done that before. It's kind of scary because you can't hide yourself. Ten more. Shrugs is the end for round 3. That'll be 900. Your choice after that. 2 exercises, 50. If you're completely shot on your shoulders and you want to do arms or something, go ahead and do it. But we don't want to get to that point having to do that. But if your shoulders are completely shot, then that's what you're going to have to do. If you have a different shoulder exercise you want to do it. You want to drop down the weight for that last 100, go ahead and do it. The main thing is you just got to get it done. You got to get it done. Let's get these last shrugs done. Get 50 of them. You should be trying to keep your abs tight all the time. I do that throughout the exercise. I'm to the point my abs hurt more right now than my shoulders, and I can hardly keep them tight. Okay, 3 rounds done, 900. You get to pick the last 100 what you want. I prefer you pick shoulders. But if your shoulders are completely shot, pick something else. You want to do abs, do some sit-ups, do some legs, do some arms. Back's probably going to be shot as well right now. If you want to do chest, it's just your arms are completely done. Like I said, do legs, do abs. Just make sure that you get it done. Get it done. If it's shoulder, pick 2 maybe I haven't even worked on. Next one we're going to do, we're going to pull up here. We'll work our shoulders like this. And the last one, we're going to come together. That one's going to burn. I definitely go a lighter weight on that one. So we're going to hold these at our side. We're going to bring them up like this and down. Not just shrugs. Bring them up. 1, 2. Feel that tomorrow. Make sure you're drinking enough water. Make sure you're eating something after this. I don't know if you like tuna. I like a can of tuna after I'm working out. Get that protein. If you take protein powders and drinks like that, hit it afterwards. Like I had a part of a steak upstairs from dinner last night. I might go up and at 9 o'clock eat that with some eggs. Man. Last one. We're just going to do hammer upright. I'm going to go with the 10 pounds for this one. Finish it off. Let's finish it off, guys. Come on. Choose whatever you want here. Stay with me. Come on. Try not to sway too much. Ten more. 9. 8. Come on. 7. 6. 5. 3. 2. That's it, fellas or ladies, whoever's with us today. 1,000 reps with the shoulder. So if you didn't think that was possible, you've now just expanded your mind. So we went last week, arms, or week 1, arms, week 2, chest, week 3, shoulders. Next Friday, we're going to pound that back out. Make sure you get your water and your rest for the weekend. And I just have to say, if you've been working out with me throughout this, how super proud I am. It is amazing being surrounded by like-minded people, even if you're just online. So stay strong, stay hard. Bless you. Take care.